Lights, camera, action. Do you wonder how films are produced and what really goes on behind the scenes? Well, stand by. Filmmakers Kevin Mumphrey, Victoria V.A. Jones, and Carson Hype Ferguson, local filmmakers talking about the world of film, right here on F It, We Will Fix It in Post podcast.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Whenever time you're watching, we thank you for doing so. This is Kevin Mumphrey, and this is Fix It in Post. I am here with my colleagues, Carson Hype Ferguson. Say hello.
What up?
And Victoria V.A. Jones.
What's going on?
We have a guest today, a local filmmaker here. Her name is Jasmin Shuler. How are you?
I'm good. What is up, everyone?
I got your last name right then.
You did.
Yes. Yes. I have a fear of messing people's names up on air. So I like to start it off with
That was too funny, wasn't it?
I didn't mean it to be funny.
No, it's funny. That's an irrational fear.
That is one of my irrational
funny.
fears, yes. Because people mess my name up so much. So I don't want to mess up other people's names. Like, people have destroyed my name. But that is not.
But you can live with that though. It's not like
No, I
clown,
can't. No.
You know.
No,
Don't play with me. Don't play with my name.
You really can't live with that.
Because here's the thing. If they'll say your last name wrong, they'll write it wrong on your check. And
Then you can't cash the check.
exactly. And I've always been taught they can play with your first name, but they don't play with your money name.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
no.
Okay. I got you there.
That's
there.
real.
So,
Like I still got a couple trophies that people owe me. I don't think I'm gonna see them though.
trophies or checks?
Trophies.
You mean like
I was
trophies? Like statue trophies?
Yeah, like statue trophies.
What?
I got
Wait
like
a
two
minute.
trophies
Wait a
that
minute.
they messed my
Wait.
name up. They messed my name up, and they're like, "We'll fix it." And I'm like, "No, just give it to me now, because you're gonna forget about it." And they're like, "Nah, no, we're not." And then here I am, years and years
Because
later.
you took it.
I don't have those trophies.
Right. You took the trophies.
You did this to yourself.
You should have.
I would have took the trophy, but they're like, no, they were insistent on, like, 2 times in my life. It's weird it happened like that. They insisted, and you know what? Let's forget about it.
Anyways,
I still don't like the fact that I didn't get those trophies.
Jasmin.
I work hard for it.
how are you doing today?
I am doing good. I can't complain. I'm doing really, really good.
So,
You guys are funny.
yeah, we can be comical at times. So,
It's called dry humor.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
so what made you get into the world of film?
It was really a book, honestly, to be quite honest. At a time, I got out of a bad relationship. And so I went back to what I just loved doing, which was just writing, really just journaling, writing my thoughts. And I was writing this book, the intro. First it was a poem, and then I was like, oh, man, let me write this book. And then as I started writing it, I was like, I want to see if I can make it a movie. Wouldn't that be cool? Like, it was just that, seeing if I can write this book, if I can make a book into a movie. So then I go to the Nashville Film Institute, started February 2019. And I just wanted to be a producer and writer. That was it. I didn't want to do anything else. Because I felt like, everybody, their mom wanted to direct, everybody, their daddy wanted to be
you right about
a
that.
DP. And I was like, I just want to do something, I just love writing. And then when I went to film school, that changed. And so since then, it's just kind of been that, yeah.
This literally came. You're
I
the
mean, that's how it
Adele of
happens, though.
filmmakers.
Yeah. It was funny, like before basketball, growing up, I had wanted to be a gospel singer. My dad was a pastor. For some people who don't know, I never broadcasted that. But he was a pastor, and I wanted to be a gospel singer. And, of course, I just see myself, I want to be on TV. Then I would joke in college about being on TV. But I went to college doing at TSU for communications and psychology. But I wanted to have a talk show about kids. But if I didn't do that, I just probably wanted to coach a high school basketball team or something, or be a teacher or a psychologist. But I never thought that this would be the route. To be quite, I did not. I did it for fun. Like, oh, can I make this a movie? That was it. Like, here I am.
And bam. So, how long was you at the Nashville Institute?
So I was there for about February, March. I left in April, and I was getting booked a lot for PA jobs, and that's what I wanted. So from like March was my first one. From March all the way into like now, and well, I'll say February is when I really was PAing that whole year, and then I got a job at Mount Zion Baptist Church, being one of the camera operators there, and then I just kept shooting. I really didn't want to do camera work, but how I got into the camera was a situation where someone had kind of backed out on the project when I needed them. And so I took that. I was like, oh, shit, I need to learn how to take accountability. I need to learn the camera.
That's how it goes.
You know, I need to learn
That's
this.
exactly how it
I can't depend on
goes.
nobody because, for
So
real.
you
like,
just put the hat on.
yeah, like, I got to learn the
Exactly.
technical side of this. Forget this. So started working the camera. I started operating the camera last year, October 2019, on my birthday, actually. And ever since then, I've just been shooting.
So it just felt like a natural fit for you?
It was. I learned a lot on set, and a lot of people don't want to be like a production assistant. You know, they don't really want to work at the low level. You know, that's sometimes it's looked upon, but it's really, as many PA jobs you can get, you should take to learn and just to see what people are doing. And I had opportunities to work in the camera department as camera PA. And I just seen just different angles and movements, and really it just gave me a better understanding for my motivation for each camera shot that I do now. Being able to articulate the thoughts and the actor's thoughts with different camera shots, because that stuff is important, the camera movement. So I just learned and practiced on my own. And then here I am.
So, because usually, like I wanted you to expand about being a PA, like because now it's so much easier. People can just pick up a camera, or honestly, you can pick up your phone now.
Oh yeah.
And make a film.
Yep. It's
So-
really no excuse. Like,
So people may tend to just want to do it that way.
You listening to that, people? There's no excuse.
no.
There's no excuse. Out of my claim to be busy schedule, I still do projects.
Yeah.
There's no excuse.
None.
There's
And
no, let
She's
me
doing
wait.
them in another city.
Let me wait. I don't have this prepared yet. Because I used to be like that.
Yeah.
I used to be like, well, I don't have this yet.
Yeah.
Well, this is not perfect yet. So I'm going to just wait.
Wait till I get my money right.
No.
Not
that is
even
the
that.
worst. That's the worst thing. Like, people get so caught up. I want it to look high quality. And the thing is, when I first started off, The Interrogation Room was my first film ever. The quality wasn't there, but I had people who, the story was really good. And so as I've learned in film, like, yo, as long as you got a good ass story,
Hell yeah.
don't worry about no quality. Like, get the story, because I've seen stuff that's so highly cinematic, looks dope.
Yeah.
But then you just watch it
It's-
be like, yo, what was the story?
I don't know what the hell. This is.
Right. It was the worst thing ever. I'm like,
Yeah.
but that shot looked good, but I don't like this movie.
Yeah, and even music videos, some people be like, well, I want to direct music videos. All right, direct it. Go find a good artist that has a good song, like, that you feel that's really good, right? And because I don't never like to say somebody's stuff is trash or someone's art, because everyone has a way in their own eye. So, but like, find some talent, you know, get a good story and just shoot this like this.
Yeah.
Let's not hold our breath and just be like, oh my God, no, shoot it.
You can throw a rock and find an artist out here.
Man, what?
Everybody
look-
and their mama want to be a rapper. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
You got the
Kirsten
right
probably
ball.
want to be a rapper. You want to be a rapper, Kirsten?
Why did you ask him that?
Nah. Like I used to spit back in the day, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that. I
mean,
did it for fun.
since we're opening up and everything, when I was like 13, I used to rap.
Nice.
Is there a mixtape somewhere?
Yeah. Oh, gosh, like two.
Ooh. find
but
it.
my god brother has them. But
There's two.
you know how you read a book and started?
Yeah.
I read a book about the music business and quit. I was like, oh, because I don't even remember the name of the book, but it might as well have been.
He said, not for me.
Oh, the book might as well have been 1,000 Ways to F an Artist. Because I was like, how do you get paid?
Oh, wow.
Oh no! I mean, the grind is real. Oh my.
The
goodness.
grind is real, but the money wasn't.
Yeah.
And then I started seeing like these the VH1 documentaries,
Half
and
of
it's
them
just
Oh,
own
behind the
music.
music.
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that book and behind the music. I just hear stories
all,
about
you
them
know,
going broke.
That's all about the
Yeah.
contracts too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You better preach.
Yeah.
You better know how to read. Tell
even
me.
Right.
But I mean,
even,
and they
even
get
in
poor
the movie
people.
industry.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Even in the movie industry, some of the same stuff happens because they don't understand the business side. They just want to be artists, but not understanding that you don't have control of your art unless you have control of the business side.
Yep.
Right.
and they want to be far. Like I just want to be an artist. You can just be an artist.
A
You can just be a
starving
broke. Yeah, there's a term, a starving artist for a reason.
Yeah, I'm a starving artist right over here.
And that's the thing too.
I
I
was like-
think
I was like, you know,
you don't have to be starving artist.
that's what I'm talking about right
You know
there.
what I'm saying?
Right
like
there.
you don't have to.
Right
and
there.
I think all this like I know a lot of people that I've known like met in the film industry. They moved to LA and they came right back. Like COVID has taught me so much. I've never had the desire to want to move to LA or Georgia.
Me either.
But I work out there. I kind of feel like if you can't maximize your resource where you're at and really make it the best, what are you going to do when you get out there, right? So just going to turn on and like,
That's what
oh, yes,
I'm
I'm
talking
going to
about.
give it all. When I'm in LA,
Right.
I'm going to give it all. And
My-
you guys better give it all in
mindset.
Tennessee.
Mindset.
Exactly. Or you gotta have something to take out there. You just
Yes.
can't go out there and be like, oh, okay, now I'm gonna get started at what I need to do.
No.
You have to show them something
Yeah.
first.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, think about it from other industries too. Like I was having a conversation when I drove back from Florida yesterday, so it was a long day, about 8 hours, and we was talking about all this stuff, and I said, look at Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett could have moved to New York, but he decided to stay in Omaha and trade stocks out there. He's like, I can do this anywhere. I
And,
feel like that's how filmmaking and a lot of stuff is now, especially with technology.
and
Exactly.
everyone from New York, they would fly to Omaha to have a meeting with him.
Wow.
Yeah, because he made his own way. You know what I'm saying? Like the like, you know, rest in peace to the former CEO of Zappos. You know what I'm saying? He was out in Nevada. Like Nevada wasn't, I mean, yeah, Vegas, but it wasn't popping like that for
No,
businesses.
it wasn't.
No.
Till he went out there and made like a little small fledgling community. I got a couple cats out that way too. Like one of them's actually a filmmaker. We'll have to get her on the pod at some point in time.
And as long as because honestly, when I came to college up here, the goal was graduate, go to Florida, or go to California. But I realized I've met more California people and Florida people up here.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why y'all
Because this is
moving
the
here?
next booming city.
Okay.
And it's like, why would there's no way in hell I go back to Florida. And California's like, man, it's too expensive. And like, I would talk to like,
400 square footage for $2,500 a month. You gotta be out your mind.
look, we getting that expensive too.
No, naturally.
Man.
Oh, for sure.
We getting there. Cause I
That's
was
only
looking
because
at,
like all these people are moving here.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
Yeah.
that beforehand.
Yeah.
cause I be
Yeah,
looking up
yeah.
apartment prices and man, it'd be breaking my heart.
Yeah.
Like, oh wait, this is this is good. Oh, this is for a single bedroom?
$3,000.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Condo.
Okay.
You know what I'm
What's in your
saying?
shoebox?
I don't think we as like New York.
I hope we don't ever get to that point.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave. Cause I'm not paying.
Well, just like here, there's always a new city, just like it was Atlanta. Atlanta's now big. There's always gonna be that new city that's gonna elevate. Once
Yeah.
Nashville gets to that Atlanta status, there's gonna be somewhere else.
I don't think Atlanta's that bad. It's not that expensive. I mean, it's expensive, but it's tolerable. Like
Well, yeah, it's tolerable.
LA, hell no. New York, hell no. I ain't moving. I
It's
never.
like, you know, the
Chicago,
whole state
I
of
can't.
Georgia, for the most part, cost of living is not so bad.
Yeah.
It's
And
just
then
Atlanta.
most
Yeah.
people tend to move to the outskirts. I mean, you're still close enough, you're like within an hour drive. So you
Yeah.
can still, you know, do stuff in the city or whatever. But, that hour turns into 3 hours or 4 hours,
Okay.
depending on where you need to go.
Yeah.
That ain't no joke. No joke.
Mm-mm.
So do you? And I guess I actually thought it. Do y'all see Nashville becoming like LA or like something in between?
I see Nashville becoming like the next Atlanta.
I think, and I'm with her. I think it could be the next Atlanta, but the thing is, it's just like Atlanta's diverse. You still got white people, and for film, and when I think about film in Tennessee, it's like, okay, we're getting there to a point where the film is growing, community is growing, and I've only again been in the film industry for a year, so, but I would love to see more Black people in the film industry are getting the jobs, like the big budget deals, So it depends on Tennessee Film Commission, how open are they going to be for accepting culture, different cultures, and how can I put it, more of a just diverse setting, really. Because I have yet to see, like, if you go to Atlanta, I'm going to see a white or a Black DP. I'm going to see a white or a Black director. Nashville, I have yet to see somebody bring on a Black DP. You know what I'm saying? I only seen one female director, Black one, for like a music video commercial. But I mean, maybe they are here and I don't know nothing about it. But I just would love to see more people in those roles that can actually have a voice, start doing different things. I've seen one guy come down. He was DIT. You know what I'm saying? So, I just would love to see. I think it has a potential to be like Atlanta, but with the music and the film industry, I don't know if Tennessee is like how open are they gonna be to arts and inviting other people? You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
Okay.
But hopefully, it opens up some more. So
Now, like as far as it's like being like Atlanta, do you mean like, because like California, the contracts are signed there. They may have studios there, whereas Georgia, most of the filming is done here, or like even in New Orleans, it's mostly filming doing here. So like it kind of expanded a little bit.
yeah, I hope Tennessee can expand I know they're expanding music wise. Like there's a whole lot of dope music artists in Nashville that are coming, Black rap artists, and so that's really cool to see. So I think they're embracing that. But when it comes to the filming, I hope there'll be more feature films here, documentaries. I mean, I know there's music videos, but country music videos,
Oh yeah, there's always gonna be that.
Hopefully there'll be more studios. People can build some.
I think it'd be I think more would come here if they once they see more of that, because there's a lot of people that record here from all different genres. They come to Nashville, record, and fly out. I mean, me and Kevin was talking about like when the for lack of not knowing where this is going, the bug that's going around, the big bug that's going around. It actually DMX was stuck in Nashville.
Oh
he was out here recording.
I know someone that said they were working on a project with him.
He was here and.
Yeah, they record, but are they gonna you know what I'm saying?
And a lot of artists don't even tell even the public that they come here and they record.
Yeah,
like
it's cool to record.
No, they just.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess like the vibe here.
It's Tennessee, y'all.
Like,
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, like people like when it comes to Nashville, people is one of the places people kind of like. Oh yeah, I took a trip out to Nat. Like people talk about it, but I almost think like the scene, especially like maybe like when celebrities come here. I mean, people don't bother you like they probably would in California or something like, hey, how you doing? Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Well, that's mostly in like the outskirts too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not because I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, let's just put it out there. If Missy Elliott came to Nashville and I saw her walking down the street, I'm finna go up to her. I'm not lying to you. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other people who gonna walk up to her and try to get to her. That's the
Tennessee.
That's the real deal. And I guarantee you some other people out there. You know what I'm saying?
And that is a possibility.
Oh, she's probably been here.
It just depends. It depends. Like there's some whatever that. That they like certain. It probably depends on the celebrity. So like, like a Taylor Swift couldn't just walk down the street.
Here, no.
You know, maybe a Bruce Willis. Actually, a matter of
Possibly.
fact, Bruce Willis allegedly, I don't know how true this is, but allegedly he his rental car broke down in like Jordan, and then some dudes didn't even know who he was, and they were like, "Oh, what's your name, sir?" And he's like, "My name's Bruce Willis," and like they help like get a tow truck, took him to where he needed to, and he's like, "Man, these people are awesome."
Yeah, it's the
like a
outskirts.
regular person.
Yeah,
But I
that
also-
can record. But as far as filming and stuff, I wish. I'm gonna say this: they
Well, I
need
mean,
to open up more.
There's still the years of the not the stereotypes, but the the stigma with banjos in the South. I met a Northerner years ago. He said this is not the South. I was like, what are you talking about, man? We're Mason-Dixon line, Mississippi. Like what are you talking about? It's like Civil War battlefield, like right over there. And I just like point out the door. And he's like, no, this is not the South. But what he's meaning is, it's probably not to
His
what he
perception.
was thinking the South was.
Mhm.
He thinks about banjos and like bayous and backwoods and people barefoot.
Oh, you gotta
He's
go
like, man,
deep
this is
south for
actually
that.
nice here.
You gotta go deep,
Mississippi or
deep
something,
south.
yeah.
Or Walmart.
But he don't know. He from like up north, like city only. Like grew up pretty much like that.
Yeah, I can. And I can see people having it, and I think that's what kind of, because when I would do little gigs, that people would visit here and then they move here. You go, well, this is not what I thought Nashville was,
Mhm.
and like man, it feels like kind of like California,
It's growing now.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
growing.
and it's getting way more diverse
Yeah,
out here.
it is.
Because like I think you mentioned the hip hop scene here. I think they did a story about like because apparently the Nashville hip hop scene is starting to grow a bit, and I forgot the name of the I think NPR. I think they did a story on them, and not Complex, but it was some company they've been talking about lately.
Oh, it's growing. It's
Nashville.
dope. So many
Yeah.
dope artists, female artists, rap artists. It's dope.
It's just like Memphis. The rap artists in Memphis are getting known, well known better than they had before. You had those certain people out of Memphis, artists out of Memphis, but now it is a broad band of artists out of Memphis that are getting recognized on a national scale. I'm not just talking about, underground. This is national.
Dope.
Now y'all think kind of like social media.
Oh
online
yeah, social
helps.
media helps a lot, and the fact that we've been
Absolutely.
locked down helps even more
Yep.
because everybody is on social media now. Everybody, even me, more than what I used to be.
I didn't get I feel that because I just started my Instagram page last year when I was in film school. So
Now,
has that?
I hate social media though.
No, go ahead. Why do you hate it?
Because I think one, it kills creativity to a certain extent, you know what I mean? And then like two, I'm just a private person, so I was just told they talked about marketing and stuff like that at NFI, so I just was like, okay, let me get with the program. So I found out if you have a Facebook, you already have an Instagram. So I just worked that.
Well,
Didn't
I don't know.
that.
Well, Mark's gonna have to sell that soon, so
So,
maybe not.
And then for Facebook, my teammate made me a page. She's like, "Look, you need to get on here. You need to get on here." And so
You mentioned that kills creativity. Do you think it's like almost like too many ideas out there, and it kind of dilutes?
Everyone always have ideas. When you sleep, you have ideas. When you're awake, you have ideas. Like, it just nonstop. But I think that when people try to, how can I put this? Like, try to recreate or steal somebody else's creativity, which is cheesy to me, or when their own idea isn't authentic, then I think that kills creativity. Like, don't get me wrong. Everyone has. Sometimes people have. God gives people the same visions or just a thought or concept or something. But it's never really yours until you like execute it for real. You know. But I think social media sometimes it does kill creativity. It does.
You're right. It does. Yeah.
See, I tend to, I like it just because I do pretty much.
But I do like
80.
it's good though.
Oh
You
yeah,
use it right.
I do most of my networking through it because I'm not a person who's gonna be going to some party. Hey, how you doing, man? I'm very much an introvert. Mm-hmm. I don't want. I talk longer. Like when I'm done with this, I'm going to sleep. This is my workout for today. Going dead to sleep. Mm-hmm. So with social media, it's a lot easier for me to network through there.
It's just how I use it, really. For me, I'm not that big on it, but I'm getting better with it. So.
And it's all about who you are.
And then,
that too.
And as far like you
mean,
mean,
if Kevin really needs to go to an event or whatever, he'll pimp me out. He'll be like,
yes,
or me.
Absolutely. Wait, no. You the one pimping me out.
How do I pimp you out?
You just come with shades and go, hey, Kevin.
That's because I don't want to be there. And you, literally, this man will hit me up. Uh-huh. This is how this goes right here. Let's just put it out. He will hit me up and say, hey, there's an event, blah, blah, blah. You want to go? Sure. So I get it. I'm just like him. I'm an introvert. I get into the mood of, all right, he wants to go, let's go. We go in a pair all the time where we go. So when I get there, I'm really not interested. I'll just sit back in the corner, whatever. Then people will draw to me like I'm somebody. Kevin's standing right here. He'll say, hey, have you met my friend Victoria or blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, damn, Kevin.
There's a reason.
There's
a reason. And it's the other way around.
This is real.
It's the other way around when she does it to me. But I do that for a reason. Like there's somebody there that I think she should meet. Yeah. And she just has when she goes out, and it's weird. The more she dresses like she doesn't want to talk to people, the more she looks like she's famous. So she gets her shades on, got her outfit on. She be sitting out in the cut, and somebody's gonna be like, "Yo,
who is that?"
Yo, that's an executive or somebody. Yeah, maybe she is. You should go find out. Go right ahead.
And Carrie, you're like, yep. Yeah, she's.
Yeah, and I'm like, how did these people? Why am I talking to this person? Like, what happened?
And I'm like, oh, thank God.
Nah, right.
This is how this man sets me up, and I'm just like, why did I come? Why did I come here?
If I'm setting you up, there's somebody there I wanted you to meet, because it takes a lot for me to.
Makes the dream work.
Because it takes a lot for me to want to go outside, especially the colder it gets.
Nobody wants to go outside.
Nobody.
If it snowed, forget my name. Don't ask me for nothing.
Let's have a meeting. I said, no, it's snowing outside.
I always, if I'm dating someone, I said, look, if you in the snow and you need my help, if I leave the house, we're probably getting married. But
oh wow,
like you gotta matter.
Right?
Like
what happens if you are married and your wife is like, hey, honey, I need you, or baby, I need you.
Well, we're already married. We're already married, so you know.
So you still not gonna go out the house?
No. I was before. Now, if you're married, you're a priority. So I have to.
Okay.
But before.
Right. I was going to ask the same thing.
No. If you're,
so when you're married.
If you're in the girlfriend's point, it's like.
But what is it? What if this is the woman you want to be with? Y'all aren't married yet.
If I leave the house, you're that person. If not, you should probably find someone else out there. Now in the summer, I help Now in the summertime, I help anybody out. If it's under 25 degrees, don't look for me.
Oh, you don't need to live in the north.
You sure?
No, exactly. I tell you've never heard me even mentioning visiting anywhere north. The last time I went up north, last time I went on vacation up north, it was in Detroit. My grandfather's funeral, and I was like, I need you to be sure that this man is dead because I'm not coming back.
Was it the wintertime?
Yeah. Yeah, and then Detroit
Oh,
winter,
God.
like they have like real
God.
like when you put your
Ew.
foot in the snow, you don't see your foot.
I know what the
I
north
believe-
winter is. I
yeah, see, no, I didn't. No, I don't do that type of stuff.
You ain't never been up north.
Oh, I have. I've been in
Man.
Chicago, and I went there in the spring, thinking, oh, it's gonna be spring weather.
It's still
No.
cold as hell.
No, that wind knocked me the out. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. Never again.
Well, it was one time when I went to Indianapolis and it was
Fuck
summer.
that.
It was it was like 70 something degrees, but when I came back down here, it was blazing hot. And I said, "Oh no, we ain't doing this."
I can't do the cold.
I
do
can.
the heat.
I can be hot. I mean, now Nashville summers like around July, I'd be like reconsidering some things.
Ooh,
But
July,
I can make it to August. I can even deal with August. It's like right in July. It's like, ooh.
June
Damn.
gets hot. June,
But if I got good
Yeah.
air in my car, I'm good.
yeah.
There's no way in hell I'm dealing with winter. Mm-mm. And like I got some friends that are up north that live here, and they like to make fun of me with like 25 degrees, and I tell them not to call me.
They're like,
after.
man, this is nothing.
Like, yeah, man, it's just a brisk. Well, I don't do brisk. I don't do your brisk. Tennessee brisk is 40 degrees. That's brisk for us. Like,
Oh, God.
you realize when it
Like a
snows,
drink.
Tennessee closes.
For real, when they even think about snow.
Like this is how serious we are about the cold here. There's a whole pandemic, and we still trying to get people outside. But if you put snow, hell no, we close.
No, go up
No
in the
one's-
mountains.
No, we're not going up in the mountains. No.
I'm
For
talking
what?
about the Tennessee mountains. That's what I'm talking
I
about.
ain't even
Go
doing
up in the
no.
Tennessee
Just
mountains.
in case.
So
I don't
so
play
we-
with
we
cold
can-
weather.
We can cross you off the list for snowboarding.
You can throw me off the list
Look,
for so many reasons.
hey, I'm all down for snowboarding.
No, I never tried that before.
Don't
You know
call,
what I'm
don't
saying?
call me.
Myself.
I was supposed to back in the day, and
What
it
day was this?
unseasonably
I
warm
was just
in
going to
South
say, what's
Dakota.
back in the day?
Go ahead, Kirsten.
2003.
Okay.
2003.
All
Like,
right.
I bought my
2000,
lift
okay.
tickets. I was like, I got my lift tickets. I bought my little passes and all that stuff, and it was unseasonably warm. Even though, like, I want to say a week or two prior, we had like a snow drift from like 8 inches the day before, or no, it was more than 8 inches. It was like 15 inches the day before, and I ain't never seen that like with my own eyes. I seen it like on the news. I was like, yo, they just cleared this all off, and they're like, yo, it's a snow drift. So all the stuff that they cleared off, it just moved back to where it was. I was like, yo, that's not cool.
Kirsten.
And then like 2 weeks later, I was like supposed to go snowboarding, and the mountain was closed, at least on the beginner part. And I was like, yeah, I ain't going to no advanced stuff.
Girls, let me ask you something. What is considered what do you think Tennesseans call the snowdrift?
What?
What do you think Tennesseans call the snowdrift? What do we call the snowdrift here?
That's why I didn't know what it was. They're like, yeah, it's when the snow like goes back to where it was.
Because you're
It's like-
used
it's
to
gotta be a
hearing
lot
it.
of for that though.
See, here we call snowdrifts states of emergencies. That's why you didn't know what
Oh.
it was. It's called, we call those
Nah.
I ain't
state
never
of
heard of
You
it.
emergencies.
know, you ain't gonna have enough for it to move like that anyway.
No.
It's like, yo, we ain't really concerned with snow here. We're concerned with ice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the
concerned with both.
no
doing
snow.
that.
Snow ain't
It's
bad.
not right. But when
Hell.
it sticks and then the next day and
I be
Right.
looking at
rain a
people
little
playing
bit,
in the snow like,
uh,
what in the f*** are
You
y'all
didn't
doing?
play in the snow as a kid.
No. Fuck no.
Oh man,
You
Stay
missing
there.
out,
man, we
Kevin. You are missing
I
out,
was-
Kevin.
Yo,
You are
I'm finna stay in
missing.
this
Best
warm
time.
house and watch cartoons. Click.
I mean, yo. I mean, yo, that's where that snow that song came from. Like when the weather outside is frightful, it's like, yo, you know, you play outside and you come inside to warm up, like Coco, all that good stuff.
I have no idea what the f*** you're talking
You are a different kind of man, person.
about.
Whatever. Look,
Yeah.
I lived in Germany for a little bit.
You
Man,
are a
yo,
different
we
kind
played
of
in some
man.
snow. We played in some snow.
Boy, I
And
can.
then not to mention, up here in Clarksville, we get considerably more weather than, you know, I guess probably over by y'all in Memphis.
Oh, it snowed all the time in Memphis,
Yeah.
like once a year.
Now when that ice hits,
Yeah, well, I'm saying it's no more than
I
once a
can't
year.
deal with ice. I can't.
I can't deal with driving, and not even that I can't. It's just the rest of the state can't drive.
Yeah, other people be paranoid.
So I had to drive. The last time we had some bad ice, I had to drive to Kentucky. I saw all these little pickup trucks, these little huge trucks, all on the sidewalk, all in ditches. I'm driving 40 miles laughing. Guess them tires didn't work.
That was the ice. That was the ice.
They didn't know
Just
that.
know.
That's what I said. That's why I said at first that ice. But
Not the snow.
no. I was said the last time it iced here, they just drove their ass in the ditches and at the side of the street.
The problem is,
What's the problem?
cats be thinking because they got all-wheel drive,
Right.
it's the same thing as traction. It's like, yo, you can have all-wheel everything.
All-wheel drive your ass in the ditch.
On ice. Yeah.
I can't.
Well, let's get back to film.
I know we talking lies.
So, okay. So did you ever want to be in front of the camera at all?
I entertained the thought a couple of times, but I hate being in front of the camera. I love behind the camera. And when I mean behind the camera, that doesn't mean me operating a camera. It's just
Behind the scenes.
there you go, behind the scenes.
You rather bake the cake.
Yes.
So I think she's the same way.
Yeah.
Getting her in front of the camera is
Absolutely
like
not.
getting me out in the snow.
It's not the fact that I can't be in front of the camera. It's the fact of I can't control what's behind it. So if I'm sitting in front of the camera, I can't control. I can tell you how I want it to look, but I'm not in control of it. So I get a little paranoid.
That kind of makes sense to you too?
It makes sense for sure, because one time when I was on camera, I was like, okay, I'm wondering, okay, what's the ISO? What they got the ISO on?
Exactly.
You know?
Oh yeah, you need to be behind the camera.
It's just lighting making me look too harsh here.
Exactly.
Like, are they getting my good side? Don't zoom in. Is it a hard focus or a soft focus?
Those are all my thoughts right there.
Now there are actors there are actors who go, look, I don't know if this lighting's correct, just because they know their good side. But when you start talking ISO, hey man, what kind of camera is that? you need to be behind the camera.
So I just like being behind it, and honestly, I just love watching actors and actresses just do their thing. Like, it's so liberating to see. It's one side to see everyone just being in their element, but it's another when you see a project just coming to life.
Right.
So it's just kind of like I just love watching it.
So what was the first professional set you were on?
My first professional set as a PA, it was for this commercial, and we were way out in the country. It was in Tennessee, and I was a grip PA. So I actually started in the grip department. And, man, that's tough, hard work. But I loved it so much because you get to learn how to rig, make, and bouncing lights, just watch how the gaffer works. And so that was, like, my first official set. Yep.
So, like, when they say in sports, when you go from, like, college to the pros, like the speed of it is different. It could be somewhat overwhelming. Would you say it's about the same in film?
I think sometimes it can be overwhelming. And some things, sometimes you just don't know. And I think it's okay to say, hey, I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. And like the PA, I was going to be done PAing before I got a call from a great friend. She's a producer. She's like, hey, can you please come on? I was like, yo, I would love to, because before I shoot a movie, I want to know the language. Everyone has their own process of doing things. But, like, I'm a teacher by nature, and because I taught after-school programs and stuff like that. But I want to be able to teach people good habits, good set etiquette. So if I don't know something, I definitely know some people who do know things, but I just don't want to do a feature film without ever having to know what it's like on a feature film,
Yeah, I get that.
I have a whole notebook of now terminology and the language of what each department or PAs or ADs and different things of what they say and what they mean. So now I'm able to like teach the next people that I work with, in the project, like, hey, this is what this needs to be, especially in the pre-production meetings. Like, hey, we're going to use terminology. Whoever the AD, whoever is my like production coordinator, like, hey, let's make sure we tighten these things up here. Because honestly, as a director, you just want to focus on the talent and making sure everything, as far as, you and the DP are communicating and the talent. Because if you have to worry about everything else, it takes away. So a lot of it times I produce my own stuff. I'm a producer. But then you got to get somebody who you trust that can be a production manager, a good one, a good, strong production coordinator, and a good, strong AD. So that way they're taking care of that and you're not worrying about it.
So when you're finding, no, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, so that leads me to my question, which I know I personally seen it firsthand. Have you had any issues with like chain of command issues while being on set?
Oh no, and I do, and we have conference calls, like meetings, real deal, Zoom, or we're in person in a conference room meetings. Like I lay it down, like, hey, everyone, this is what, your roles, this is what you said you could do, whether you're in the camera department or whether you are an actor or AD or my wardrobe stylist. I meet with everyone different. So it's like, okay, hey, this is my expectations. And I ask them, hey, what are your expectations of me? And one thing I've learned about being on set, as a producer or as a director, you have to give other departments respect. Like, give them their proper time to set up. Depending on what's the budget and time, you may not have that much time, but I know the grip department, it may take an hour to light, or with makeup, it may take 45 minutes. A wardrobe stylist may take her some time to make sure everything's good. So I give them my expectations. They give me their expectations and the time restraints. So like, hey, I need this much time, or hey, we need to spend a week making sure we go out and get these things. And with my wardrobe stylist is so cool because she can make a lookbook. I'm like, okay, this is what we're talking about. We'll spend hours and hours and hours on a conference call with the writer. But yeah, I've never had any problems with it because everyone just loves what they do. And again, I respect what people do. And you just got to let people be creative in that.
Right.
You can't if you feel like you got to micromanage someone, this ain't that. And I don't do that. Because it's like,
smart.
what?
That's smart.
Nah, I let them go crazy as You wardrobe stylist, go crazy with that You the DP on this project, as long as I get key shots that I want, man, go crazy with what you do. And that's just sound, make it sound good. And lighting, I don't never put no restrictions on it. If dudes want to change the temperatures within this scene, I'm like, okay, cool. As long as it is matched the feeling of it, I'm cool. Go crazy with it because it's not my area. I know of the area. I know what I want, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not my area.
So you leave, I guess, with different departments open for creativity.
Absolutely. You got to. Or nobody's going to want to work with you.
Right.
Like,
and that's when they do their best stuff. When you say to them, hey, this is what I need, but do you?
Yeah, go crazy. Yeah, you have to.
Now, is that, this is kind of something you've learned from being a PA, or it's just kind of naturally how you work?
I think it's natural because, like, I played sports. I played ball at TSU. And I've learned that everyone's role is so major, whether it's that person who's just a defender and there's only one ball, you know what I'm saying? You can only shoot, you know what I'm saying? Only one person can score at one time, Yeah. So you learn teamwork. And sometimes it took me a minute to really grasp it and understand. But like, everyone part. Like if someone messes up, you got help side that's going to be there. Somebody's going to have your back. So like, if I can't, for whatever reason, sound got their boom operator's gonna have their back, or with the art director, all right, she got production design, she got special effects, makeup, okay, everybody in there, then they have their PAs, and then they got their assistants, and then it's like everyone has their part, but then we all know we got each other's back, because I tell them at the end of the day, we ain't put on nothing that's is not quality. The art of it, the really like meaning to where we're a safe zone. So when somebody watch my films, I want them to be like, damn, this is a safe zone. I feel this. I don't even know what it's about. Yeah. And I think that's all I want to do in my films is like when people, whether I'm talking about homosexuality, whether I'm talking about love, romance, horror, whatever, it's a safe zone. Like dang, I love that. Like dang.
So, what else did you take from you played basketball, right? Mm-hmm. So you say a lot of what you learned from the sport of basketball goes into, let's say, your filmmaking or how you direct.
Yeah. Like at TSU, I scored 1,000 points, you know, Division I OVC. And
I didn't do none of that. So.
And I played, you know, against Ohio State and stuff. And it taught me, like, it's so hard work. And then people cry about wanting to be at a certain level but don't want to do the work. And I think a lot of time people's grind is different though. Like how I grind and how she grind is two different grinds. So I can't say she ain't grinding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there is a difference though from people who just want to give it to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
A whole difference.
Because you can tell everybody got their own grind.
And certain people may just learn differently, but they're still trying to.
Right.
Yeah. But the grind, I think, is the grind. Like she said, like it's the grind, period. You know when somebody want to work hard. But the journey is different. And it's like, I know that sometimes I come off very, like, I know people ain't going to understand me sometimes. And it's really because that's all I knew was sports and working hard. But I want to operate in silence. I'm in a competition with myself. It makes me upset when I don't feel like I was better than I was yesterday. It made me upset when I don't feel like I was better an hour ago or 2 hours ago. Because even in the gym, like, okay, the game's over with. Okay, I get 18 against Ohio State. But then I'm like, that game's over with. Who gives a like, okay, let me go get some more shots up. Like, you know, I can't celebrate so long on something. It's like, it's trying to move on. Like, take it, love the journey, learn from it, but move on. Keep moving.
This was part 1 of our conversation with Jasmin Shuler. Tune in next week for the continuation of our conversation.